rule of thumb is that what I call toxic goals tend to be grounded in the outside-in superstition. They tend to be grounded in a kind of I'll be happy when, or I couldn't be happy if, or I won't be happy when, or I would be happy if, all that sort of, or I can't be happy because, or some version of that, whether it's happiness or security or peace or successfulness or validation, whatever it might be. What I call toxic goals tend to spring from an outside-in misunderstanding about how life works. Authentic desires tend to come from someone seeing it more clearly. Not that they've necessarily learned this stuff at all, they may just intuitively see it. I mean, those things come through as just natural expressions. There's, I can't remember who said it or what the quote was, so I'm not going to share it with you. It's really good. My sense of an authentic desire is it's just something you want to do for its own sake. Something you want to create for its own sake. It's just like, that would be great. That'd be great. Not in order to get somewhere or in order to feel a certain way or anything like that. When you have an authentic desire, it's just like, yeah, that'd be terrific. I feel good every time I think of it. And so, they're both coming through thought. It's just that when a person when a person's got toxic goals on their mind, the iceberg of their thinking has a whole bunch of superstitious outside-in thinking in it. It may be nice, they may be enjoying it, but it's superstitious. It's like, okay, that thing is going to give me that. So I remember, did I tell you the story about Carl's Mazda yesterday? Yeah. Okay, I won't tell it to you again. So when Carl was thinking about his Mazda, he was like, oh, it's going to be great. Once I've got it, that's going to be amazing. Da, 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 da. He thought it was going to give him a bunch of feelings. And it did for a week. And then they were gone. And he's like, oh, this wasn't it either. Well, that's because he didn't understand how feelings work. He didn't understand that it doesn't work outside in. Not that there's anything wrong with wanting a new car or wanting to go somewhere or do something great or something you enjoy. All of that's fine. It just can't give you what it can't give you. So after a week, the dream faded and then he was left with a car. But then when he started to see it more clearly, he started loving the car again. He started really enjoying it. Well, someone who's got an authentic desire for something, they've got thinking as well. But there's relatively little, in that moment, superstitious thinking in it. Their head's not full. The thinking that they've got is relatively clear. They're seeing it right. They're seeing it how it works. And so they're just wanting the thing or wanting to do the thing or create the thing for its own sake. Pete, have we got the microphone?
No, I was just going to say that I think when Bob wants to rob the bank...
Shall I bring that diagram back? Or?
If you like it. That he actually, when he's seeing the upside, he does have an authentic desire, but because of his confusion about how things work, he's going to take incorrect action. Because when he's imagining that he's on the beach, you know, he doesn't think I'm going to rob the bank, and then he has this wonderful picture of sitting in his living room, oh, maybe he does, with a huge pile of money and just like looking at the money. He's thinking about the beach, and somewhere at the core of that, I think, is an authentic desire, because he's thinking of the beach, and you know, just to imagine being Bob, he's thinking about feeling sort of successful and secure, or something like that, you see, and that is an authentic desire. And then he gets it mixed up and goes and robs the bank.
I agree with you and I disagree with you, and I'll explain why. If we imagine two people, Bob and...
No, Bill.
Then we'll have Bob and Jane. So for whatever reason, Jane already feels peaceful, free, clear-headed, secure. She and Bob live together. They're in exactly the same financial circumstance, but for whatever reason, while Bob is kind of troubled by it and wishes that he could have that peace of mind, all the things that he thinks robbing the bank and escaping to the beach will give him, Jane's already got those. Now, I'd say that because Jane already has those, she's not looking outside herself to get them. And so she's much more likely to catch an authentic desire. Bob is looking to, we can almost look at, if peace, well-being, security, and smiley faces are the baseline, Jane's already there. Bob's down here. So Bob's shooting for that. But if Bob had that as his baseline, would he have an authentic desire to rob a bank or get more of that? Or would his screen be clear for him to be inspired to do or create or have something that really means something to him? My buddy Michael Neal says, unhappy people want what they want in order to make them happy. Happy people just want what they want. And to me, that is an unhappy person wanting what they want in order to make them happy. This is a happy person just wanting what they want.